We know you love us, but the information on our podcast is provided for educational and entertainment purposes only. I understand I'm both an LPC and an LMFT. However, this is not intended as a substitute for professional services of any kind. If you or anyone you know needs professional help, please seek mental health services.
Hey, this is Zorric.
And Emma.
Hosts of the Date Podcast. It's another day, another dollar.
It's post-Valentine.
There's lots of shenanigans the other day.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of decompressing because it was a busy day.
I went home after it and just crashed. Like, I just crashed.
Like, into your bed? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Not into it?
No.
Okay, good.
Like, I didn't even sleep with my mouth guard, so, like, I grinded my teeth so bad, and, like, it did not even wake me up.
Well, we'll talk more about how Emma likes to grind her teeth.
Yeah.
And the Valentine's Day event.
Yep.
And kind of give tips and kind of our review of the actual event and what we could have done better.
Yep.
Or what was good, what was bad. And maybe talk about people and how they interacted with each other. And all that jazz. So, Emma, where can they find us?
You guys can find us on iTunes, Google Play, and anywhere else that you listen to podcasts. If this is your first time listening, or even if you've been listening for a while, subscribe to us so that your phone can always get the latest episode.
Exactly.
Yep.
I agree.
That's how I know that we have an episode out. I wasn't done yet.
You're not done yet?
You dummy.
Continue. What else did you have to say?
I also wanted to say, please leave us a review.
Oh, yeah.
So now they're going to leave us a bad review because...
I thought you were done. You gave
Zorric
me
knows that I'm not feeling well either.
You gave me that
I'm
sign.
like on week 2 or 3 of feeling just like crap.
I told you.
My allergies are bad, and so he's just like instigating at this point.
It's too much sex for you. You need to calm down with that sex.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day on the hour.
Okay. What else? Is that all you have?
No.
Oh.
You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter at Date Podcast, and you can email us at hello@datepodcast.com.
Okay.
I do have fun stuff.
All right.
Oh my
What do you have?
gosh. You're like, if I start crying.
Oh my God. You cry like every episode.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
It depends.
Prove it to me.
You're about to cry right now.
Well, my allergies are acting up right now, and it's just one eye that's crying.
Mm-hmm.
So look, it's my right eye that's crying.
Okay.
So
You're a half crier.
it's my allergies.
Go ahead.
Okay.
What's going on?
So we have lots of like new beginnings. New beginnings.
For example, like
So there's a new couple that's been recently engaged.
who?
Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom.
Oh, good-looking couple there.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. You don't think they're good-looking?
I am not a fan of her. So
I'm a fan of him. He was
I'm a
in
fan
Lord
of
of the
him. Yep.
Rings. He was Lord of the Rings and Lord of the Rings.
he was Legolas.
And he was in Lord of the Rings, right? I mean, that's it. That's all I know.
Oh my
from.
gosh. Okay. Anyways, so they're engaged. They were engaged on Valentine's Day. He gave her her ring is really pretty.
Wait a second. Can we pause? What are your feelings about someone proposing to you on Valentine's Day as you roll your eyes?
Yep.
Like so hard.
Yep. That's how I feel. Okay, so I'm not a fan of like engagements around the holidays. I don't even like Valentine's Day. Like to me, isn't a real holiday, you know. And still, like I'm not a fan of like engagement on holidays.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of. I'm about to tell you my rules whenever I do get engaged, right? To whoever is gonna marry me. I'm not a fan of being proposed to in front of the whole family because that puts a lot of pressure for the woman to say yes. And chances are, like, I probably will say yes and then later be like, yeah, I only said yes because your family was here. So
Next.
you shouldn't have done that.
Next rule.
Holidays.
No holidays?
No, don't propose to me on holidays.
Okay. Next rule.
Don't propose to me on my birthday.
No
or
birthdays.
Your birthday.
Why not?
It's my birthday.
Oh, so you want a separate specific day.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Number 4.
You are allowed to propose to me in the 3 of the following places, maybe 4.
Let's go. Number
Disney
1.
World?
Wait, Disney World? Where does this come from?
It's the happiest place on earth.
Have you ever been to Disney World before?
Have you seriously asking me that question?
I don't know. I've never heard you. All I hear you talk about is Scotland and Scotland.
Sorry, I'm sick. Yeah, I go to Disney World. I think I go to Disney World more often than like what the typical adult goes.
Okay, so number 2.
Number 2 is
I was gonna clap for you. I was gonna clap for you. Okay.
Whoa.
Number 2.
Sure. Paris. Anywhere in Paris.
Oh my gosh.
It's a little cliche, but it's
we
okay.
Like that. Okay.
The other place I really would like is the Arc de Triomphe in Italy.
Okay.
Nope, not Italy. It's the Fontana di Trevi in Italy. Sorry, Fontana di Trevi.
No one
it's
likes that answer.
It's a beautiful little like fountain in the middle of like the city.
Okay,
it's so pretty.
Number 3. What's the last one?
On a beach. You can propose to me on a beach as long as there's a walkway and then it's beautifully lit.
Emma wins.
What did I win?
You win a man not named Orlando Bloom, but named Jason Momoa.
He's married too, idiot.
Oh, shit. There's like no men for you.
Exactly.
You're screwed.
Finally, you're seeing it from my point of view.
Are screwed. Okay, what were we talking about again?
We're talking about engagement.
Oh,
So-
okay.
You're off your game today.
I'm fat fingered.
I like took the soundboard at our event and I feel like I probably put some like voodoo juju on it.
Hold that, okay?
Okay, I will.
We have another segment for that.
All right. So the ring is a pretty ring. I will say that. It's not a typical engagement ring.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like a flower. So there's like it's a stone in the middle that's pink and like other like yellow diamonds around it. So it looks like a legit flower. It also looks really similar to the fact that it looks really similar to the ring that he actually gave his ex-wife, Miranda Kerr. Like, I was looking at the pictures, and I was like, at first I was like, no, it doesn't. And then I looked at it closely, and I was like, oh, yeah, it does.
So when you look at it, does it look very, like, heavenly? It's like, wah.
It looks like a Michael Kors, like, jewelry ring.
Is it like, oh, really? So that's not a good thing.
It's not that it's no. It looks like a spring ring. Here, I'll let you see it.
Okay.
Like it just looks like a ring that you wear in the spring.
Oh, that looks like you buy it from Macy's.
Right.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And I like not hating on Michael Kors. Like, please don't think I'm hating on him. But like it just reminds like this is like I feel like that's a ring that they would have out and you would like you wear it for like fun.
But I bet that thing cost a pretty fucking penny, right?
Oh, it did.
Does it say?
I'm trying to like look for it. It's estimated 65,000. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Miranda Kerr's ring. Oh, never mind. Oh, wow. Sorry, I'm reading it. I found it.
2 million.
Oh.
3.
Whoa.
10.
Less.
7.
Less.
6.
One more.
5.
5 million.
Shit.
Right?
Now that is a winner right there. If you had a $5 million ring on your finger, I mean, would you say yes? If it was the worst man on the earth. If it was like Ted Bundy or Jeffrey Dahmer and he proposed to you.
I don't know who the latter is, but I know who the former is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a really pretty ring. Well, is it this ring? Because if it's Katy Perry's ring, I'd say no.
It's all about the ring then. It's not about the person. That's all she's focused on.
Yeah, I'm only focused on the ring. Like, what does the ring look like?
He may have killed 50 people, but if the ring is nice, she might consider.
Do I know that he killed the 50 people?
He's in jail. Well, I mean, you don't know. Maybe you don't know.
If I don't know, I'll say yes. If I do know, then the ring is going to weigh heavily on my decision.
It's a hard maybe. You're like, we know.
Stop trying to make me look so shallow, Zorric.
Emma, yeah, you said it. I didn't say it.
I hate you.
Anyways, okay, the ring was nice.
So and so I love here because so I'm gonna read it just verbatim. Thank you, E Online, for writing this beautiful 2 sentences. And she's like, however, it's clear Perry's sparkler fits her flashy, exuberant personality. If anything, it will most definitely match her kitschy fashion aesthetic.
Huh. Kitschy, huh?
Yeah.
Wasn't she with Russell Brand?
Yes.
For a hot minute?
Yeah.
I liked him. He was very funny.
He is.
British guy.
He kind of like, I loved him in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved that character so much, but I saw some of his stand up and I was just like, oh, this is overwhelming for me.
I can't understand his humor sometimes because of the accent.
Oh.
Yeah, and he talks really fast.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Okay. What's next? What do you get?
Okay. I was really sad that we didn't record when this happened and I didn't get to gush about it. So I was just like sending all the snaps and sending all the videos through Instagram to 2 of my friends that also watch a lot of Bravo with me. So Andy Cohen has recently become a father.
Yeah, I heard that.
And so about maybe a month ago or something, or a few weeks ago, a lot of the Real Housewives got together and they had a baby shower for him.
Did he have it with somebody or he just adopted?
No, he adopted by himself.
Wait, I thought it was a surrogate.
It was surrogate, so
That's
it's
crazy.
his child.
That's really cool.
And so they had a baby shower, and this was the craziest baby shower in the world. I can't believe I did not get my card or my invitation for it. Mm-hmm. I mean, Lisa Rinna. Lisa Rinna.
Yeah.
She's a soap opera star.
Uh-huh.
That's on the Beverly Hills franchise. She was on the table dancing.
Really?
Kyle Richards was also on the table dancing.
Was this on TV?
No, these were the Instagram stories. My feed started blowing up with it, and I was I'm in heaven right now.
Uh-huh.
I saw Ramona fall off a table because she was trying to dance on a table, and I'm of course it would happen to Ramona of all people. And yeah, it was a clash of all the housewives, and everybody was getting to know everyone, so it was housewife heaven. And then Andy is the king because it's his baby shower. John Mayer was there too. I mean, it was just madness. I wish I was a fly on the wall, and all the stories made me feel like I was.
Was anybody making out or anything? Any shenanigans?
No, everybody just got crazy.
Maybe later. Maybe someone kissed somebody.
Maybe.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know. It was a very classy event, and then Lisa said everybody get on the table, dance for Andy. It was.
Are the Real Housewives classy? I think they're 30% classy. I mean, they are regal, but then they do get crazy when they fight.
Heather Dubrow, I think, is the classiest housewife.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah, she fights pretty classy too. I just remember seeing her finger all that. She's always points whenever she's angry.
Yeah, I love it.
But I do like Nene. Nene is
one of my favorites.
Nene will get mad at you, and you will be you'll realize that you're wrong. She'll make you feel like you're wrong.
Oh my gosh, just by yes. Yeah. I'm ready for her to do that to me one day. Anyways, so so he has a baby, and he's been posting about it on Insta, and it was so sweet to kind of see because he's best friends with Sarah Jessica Parker too, and I love her, and she had a baby shower for him too, and it was just so sweet. When he announced it, everybody was congratulating him.
That's great.
I know, I loved it. I love babies.
Emma, if I'm old, which I am old, and don't have kids, will you adopt a baby with me?
You already told me that you would actually support one of my children, even if they're not yours. So we already have that happening.
I think that's on tape
too.
So
yep. So we already have a child together in the future if I'm still single.
Okay, fine. I take that back. Okay.
No, you can't.
Oh.
We had a verbal agreement.
Oh, did we?
Yep.
We'll need to roll back the tape and see.
Oh, we will.
Will we?
Yep.
Okay. All right. What's next?
And my last story is Chris Pratt. a few weeks ago also announced his engagement to Catherine Schwarzenegger. I think we talked
She
about
is
that.
hot, Catherine Schwarzenegger. And I just need to look at her up one more time because she is very, very good looking. But I feel like also
Do you need us to like pause the show for a little bit for you?
You know, okay.
Do you need me to leave?
This is the next thing.
For a while?
No. I want to take a screen and put it there because I want to see you pull up these hot people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I can like oogle instead of like getting my phone.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, she's younger, right?
Yeah,
She's
so she's 29. He's 39.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Like a 10-year difference.
Yeah.
And so what's really cool is like he lives in a farm. I follow him on Insta too. So he lives in a farm, so he's always posting like his animals, and he doesn't like when he posts about her, like it's always like it's just like one or two posts, and so like this is one of the like latest posts that he posted after the engagement. And so a lamb was born on Valentine's Day, and so like the picture is her holding the lamb and him gushing about both of them.
Is it a real lamb?
Yeah, it's a real lamb. He lives in a farm.
A real lamb.
A real lamb, yeah.
Okay.
Did I say something wrong?
No, but I just can't picture that. Like, you don't hear about someone with a lamb unless it's a lamb chop.
No, I want lambs.
Oh, you do, huh? Now you want animals.
No,
okay.
I've always wanted lambs because I'm a knitter and a crocheter. And my sister and I have always said that we wanted to have like a place where we have lambs so that we can like create our own wool and our own yarn and like have these beautiful animals also like being a part of our lives.
Yeah. I think animals make you happier. I think you need like a couple of those lambs. You know?
We want lots of yarn, so yeah, we would need a few.
You're using the lamb for its wool.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
They need their wool cut off.
I guess they do.
Yeah. So I'm also helping nature. Look at that. Me helping nature.
Look at you. Okay. Good for you.
Thank
you know, the person that I'm dating.
Oh, yeah. She was on the episode.
We were talking about like pets. And she lives in like I wouldn't say farmland, but it's not
okay,
not
I'll say
quite,
it. Farmland.
Not quite
with full of potholes.
Or not quite like the city but suburb, but more of like a farmland area.
Yeah, with a bunch of potholes on the roads that the city refuses to fix.
Yeah, but I was like, let's buy some chickens. And I was looking up some like online. And you can apparently buy chickens and raise them here in Texas.
Yes, I know. I
and
live
it's like,
in Irving where there's a bunch of chickens.
And it's like $8.
You just can't have roosters.
It's an $8 pet. And then they can make eggs and we can eat the eggs. Have you ever thought about that? Like having
I have like 2 egg ladies. I have 2 chicken ladies, so yeah.
I would love to do that. Have like a chicken coop. Coop. That'd be so fun. But yeah, we talked about it and I did some research, but it seems like a lot of work. You gotta feed them and like they're gonna be like molting everywhere. You know, it may not happen.
You also said that you wanted an SUV, and I laughed at you when you told me what kind of SUV you wanted.
Yeah, she was like, "That's beneath you." That's what I felt like you said. What you can't see me in a RAV4 or what else?
I have a RAV4.
But I feel like you think it's like not man enough for me. What I was looking at.
Yes. It didn't fit. I don't think it fit the profile you were trying to create.
A rugged man.
Yeah, it did not fit that narrative at all.
Everyone out there, I think a RAV4, a rugged man can drive a RAV4.
No, first of all, it wasn't a RAV4. Stop trying to bring my car into it, because I drive a RAV4, and I think I feel like because I have my niece. Sometimes I feel like it's like a single mom car for me, but I think
it's a cute car. It's not a manly car.
It's not a manly car. It's a cute car. Yeah. The car that you wanted to get originally wasn't the RAV4. It was another kind of SUV.
It was a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Okay, I did not think that was going to be rugged enough for you. The one that you showed me felt a little like it did not fit that narrative.
What would be like rugged? Like I don't know.
I have to see them. I'm a very visual person. You know this.
I know that. Okay. All right, Emma. So
Gosh, I hope we don't get
I know
hate mail for
Hate mail.
what's feminine and what's masculine. Sorry, guys. I just didn't think it fit the narrative that Zorric wanted to create. It wasn't about feminine. It wasn't about feminine and masculine. It was just it. I thought it was ugly for Zorric.
Well, I appreciate your concern. I appreciate that.
Do you want me to let you drive around with an ugly car?
No.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. No. And if anyone out there has a suggestion about a manly SUV, let me know. And I may get one. We'll see. Okay. So let's read a couple tips from Stephen Harrison here. Not from him, but from his book here. It's called Things You Should Already Know About Dating, You Fucking Idiot.
Yep.
And these are really good tips, though. So if you're out there looking for a funny book that is actually pretty truthful and hits home with its recommendations, I would do it for sure.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Let's start with this.
All right, you're starting.
I'm gonna read it to you, Emma.
Yeah.
Don't have sex with someone because you think you're supposed to.
Oh God.
Have sex with someone because you want to. Guy, listen, it's the third date. We're back at my place and I get what's supposed to happen. But honestly, if you don't want to have sex, I'm totally cool with it. Girl, I'm good to go. Guy, instantly naked.
Oh God.
So, the third date rule, Emma, does that apply to you? So do you bang on the third date or the first date?
That's a great question, Zorric.
I want to know. The people want to know.
That's a wonderful question.
I know it's a wonderful question. I think, okay, let me start, and then you can share yours.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it doesn't matter, and I'll tell you why. Because one of our guests was like, I asked this question to her. She was like a therapist also, and she said, it depends on what you value. If you value sex...
Was that Mary?
That was Mary. Then the first date is okay. If you don't value sex, then maybe wait a little bit. So, that's what I think.
Okay.
Sex is important to me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
First date, okay, sure. Second date, sure. Third date, sure. So, I'm just indifferent about it. What about you?
Sex is important to me.
Mm-hmm.
I won't deny that.
Mm-hmm.
I will admit to it.
If you're feeling this
However,
strong... Oh. Go ahead.
I also can engage in delayed gratification.
Oh, you can?
So I'll just leave it at that.
Like, it doesn't have to be sex, right? It could be something else. Like... Okay, next.
What's the next story?
Don't expect sex, but be prepared for it. So it's just like keeping your expectations low.
You know, okay, so I will share this sometimes.
Oh,
I will
okay.
share this one little tidbit that there are times when I do not wear certain lingerie on purpose because I know that that's going to prevent me from...
Like sexy stockings.
Sure. Yeah, some sexy socks. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I wear sexy socks on dates.
Like
And gloves.
tassels.
Sexy. Yeah. Yes.
Tassels.
I also like what else is sexy? Like a turtleneck.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wear that.
Mm-hmm. Like a girdle. So hot.
Yes, a girdle. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boners. Easy.
Everywhere.
Boners for days.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Don't expect sex, but be prepared for it. So I guess, bring a condom or have some around.
That is something that, we teach in the mental health field. Like, you kind of always have condoms. Like, girls need to carry condoms too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too forward. You're being safe because, like, diseases are real.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know where that penis been. You don't know where that
could have
vagina has been.
Yeah.
And you might as well just, keep it safe. Keep it safe. If you don't want to have kids, it helps you to not have kids too.
The saying.
0.01%.
The saying is wrap it before you tap
silly.
it.
Oh, I know that. Don't be silly. Wrap your willy.
Oh, it's just like rated G. Mine's like raunchy. Okay, so the girl says, "Let's do it right here, right now." Guy, what? Really? In this pet store? Girl, you have a condom? Guy pulls a condom out of his hat. Girl, wow. Guy, I'm like an Eagle Scout, but for boning. Oh, yeah. And that's the story.
All right. ABP, always be prepared.
Yeah, that is the point here. Always be prepared. Take your birth control. Bring your condoms. Do whatever that you think needs to be done. Because you never know. Because, you could be on a date, Emma. Mm-hmm. You and I can be on this, we're at the baseball stadium.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait for baseball season.
And all of a sudden, I grab your hand, and then I kiss you on the cheek, and then I say, hey, let's go in the back.
Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
And then you're like, did you bring a condom? And I'm like, no. And then you're like, bye.
First of all, the fact that you're, trying to have sex with me at a baseball game, that's not going to happen.
That's so hot. Okay. We had an event.
We did.
The other day. And for those of you that heard the audio recording,
I'm so sorry.
I'm reminiscent about the event. And it was kind of like this because there was when we got there. So we love the place.
Oh my gosh, Vidorra's amazing.
It's amazing.
Shout out to Charity and Amy, who was the server. She was just on her game. I felt like she was able to take care of everyone. I relaxed so much because I knew that Amy was taking care of our tables.
Yeah, and so we had some champagne for everybody.
Yep.
And they were pretty prompt too. Whenever someone came out, for example, they would talk to you or myself, and then all of a sudden they turn around, bam, champagne glass.
Yeah.
Bam, champagne glass.
Yeah.
But my biggest issue is, it wasn't an issue, but concern was that we were going to record, and it was like this up in there. It's kind of loud, right?
Right.
But then I listened to the recording back, and it was fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I'm glad you listened.
Because it wasn't overbearing, and they played a lot of good music too. Mm-hmm. A lot of bachata music.
Actually,
yes,
that was one of the genres that they played. Mm-hmm. It was a lot of urban Latin music.
Urban,
or as we like to call it, I think it's Urbano Latino.
Urbano Latino. Okay.
I have it on my phone because I listen to them.
Well,
because they were playing a lot of Bad Bunny, and I think y'all know how much I love Bad Bunny.
He's a bad bunny rabbit.
He's a bad bunny.
So gangster.
He's a conejo malo.
Oh. Translation, please.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
And they're also playing a lot of J Balvin, so I love him too.
Nice. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. So Emma comes to my apartment.
I get ready super early.
She gets ready.
And Zorric made a comment because okay, girls, I know y'all understand this. When you're getting ready, you have to set up all your tools, right? And Zorric has this really great bathroom vanity in the guest bathroom. So I just took over the counter.
Yeah, it was like a picnic. I was what the fuck is going on here?
And he was like, what is this? And I was like, I'm getting ready. I was like, don't worry. I was like, when I'm done, it'll be I was never here.
No, not one part of the bathroom was, I could see. It was
it's not that bad.
No, it was even on top of the toilet, there's stuff in the bathtub. I'm like, oh my gosh.
You're such a liar.
Oh my gosh. You just threw your stuff in there. And then, okay. But you got ready. And then I was bothering you, I think, because Emma, let's do this. Let's print stuff out. Let's do this. Let's do that.
I know. And I'm like, okay, so you want me to get ready, and you're telling me to print stuff out. Are you kidding me right now?
Hey, it's all about business, okay? We had a timeline to hit.
We did. You weren't doing anything though. You were laying on the couch while I was getting ready.
I was watching.
You could have been the one printing out this crap.
I was doing research for the show.
Sometimes I feel like we're married without being married.
I was relaxing. I needed quiet time before.
And I was not giving him any of it either because he kept bothering me to print stuff out.
And then she comes out. She's like, hey, would you wear, you're about to start with, would you wear this, right? Necklace. She was like, do you like this necklace or that necklace? And I'm like, I mean, I could see it. I mean, it's got to be the turquoise blue because, you know, it accentuates your boobs.
Thank
right?
you.
Come on.
For being so obsessed and loving to my boobs.
So you're at a singles event. Of course, you got to, like, you know, show off your goods. So that's why I said, you know, the turquoise was good. Did you get any compliments about your necklace?
I don't remember.
I want to say like Carl or I think we were recording and they mentioned it.
They did?
Your necklace.
I don't remember.
Oh my gosh.
I know, because I'm telling you, like, I was just so exhausted from that night because I even had like a friend text me the next day. He was like, were you okay after you recorded? Because he's like, you just look like you were just drained. And I was just like reflecting back because I was like, my anxiety like hit through the roof after we recorded because I was like, oh my gosh, like it's done. We recorded. I can't like change anything about this anymore.
Well, I think with Emma, I think you get nervous. You say you're going to get nervous, but you never get nervous. I think you're fine. You just talk about it. Because you're like, are you nervous yet? I'm like, no. Then
yeah,
like,
I wasn't nervous until after it happened.
Yeah, why after? Like, I don't know. Like, for me, it's just like, we're going. Like, there's no, you know, we're not stopping.
Yeah.
So,
okay, no, first of all, you called me like the day or two before and you were like super nervous and you like, cause I asked you and you were like, yeah, I'm like worried about, and we started talking about things. Cause then you reflected on me and you're like, how are you? And I was like, I'm still fine. I was like, I'm fine. I probably won't get like anxious until like we get there. So like, cause I even like was telling, Shannon about that too. It was like Zorric was giving me crap for not being worried, but then I was like, I bet our roles are gonna change. Like he's gonna be super calm, and then I'm gonna become like super anxious.
Yeah, I get nervous like way before, like right when we book it. But then as it gets closer, I get more confident. So, but I think we did fine. So we took all of our equipment.
Yep.
We got there like 30 minutes earlier.
Yeah, we started setting up.
And it was a pretty cool spread, like a good, 20 or 30 people area where people can sit down.
For sure.
But, we got ready and we actually got set up right at 6 o'clock whenever the event started.
Yeah.
And, you always have the people that come early. Mm-hmm. And you have most people come like around 7, right?
Yeah.
7:30.
Yep.
But props for people coming out on Valentine's Day to a singles event because it takes a lot of courage
and a lot of vulnerability too.
Hell yeah.
You don't know, like people didn't know what our event was going to be like. Truly didn't know.
First of all, we didn't even know either, but we pulled it off.
And it's like the fact that like you went to this place and a lot of people like were here for the first time and just like being willing to be open to the fact of like creating friends and like possibly making relationships if that's where it went. Like I just think it's so awesome that people are like willing to be vulnerable with us.
Yeah. And then people start trickling in, like you have the person that comes the earliest, which I love it when people are early because it just shows what kind of person you are, you know? But then people start trickling in, and so we start introducing ourselves to them. And I think we did a great job doing that, like talking to people.
I think you do a great job of doing that.
When I see someone sitting alone, I'm like, Emma, go talk to him or her, like entertain, because that's what we're here for, right? And then if they're not talking, then you get them to talk to somebody else, or I'll sit somebody in a table with that person and then just like bounce.
Right.
So they start talking. But I think one thing we should have done. So here are my regrets of the event.
Okay.
I think we didn't force people to talk together.
Yes.
That was one issue.
Yep.
So I think our next event we should do that because I think that first table next to the our equipment, we should have broken that up and kind of mixed people together. So like after 30 minutes, we should have taken like a few guys and girls and put them on the other tables because I did see some people on their phones, like sitting in a table, just on their phones doing nothing. So that's one.
Or like we take their phones away.
Oh yeah, put your phone in a box.
Like Jack White does that.
Yeah.
Jack White makes you put your phones in baggies before you go to his concert because he just wants you to enjoy his music.
Yeah. See? We need you to enjoy people face to face.
Yeah.
So what do you think we could have done better besides that?
Hold on. You have to keep talking. I have to sneeze.
Oh,
right?
oh gosh. Okay. So I think that was one thing. Number two,
It's back. Never mind.
I think we did get it started with the champagne. That was a good thing.
Yeah, I think that was good. Maybe like we should have kind of advertised that a little bit more.
Yeah. That's what
people didn't know that we were doing that.
Yeah, that's what they said. They're like, well, one of our favorite person in the world, whole wide world. Say it.
Who's our favorite
Say
person in the whole wide world?
Say it now.
Carl?
Again. Well, Carl is our favorite person, but
Steven?
he's our favorite.
I don't know who you're talking
Kale.
about.
Kale.
Is he your favorite person in the world?
Everyone's the favorite person in the world.
What? That statement doesn't even make sense.
Everyone is our favorite people. Anyways, so Kale was saying
we just don't have just one favorite.
we have lots of favorites.
Okay.
So Kale, Kale
So how
was
I supposed to know that he was the favorite person in the episode when we have a lot of favorites?
But I thought he was
special.
He's your favorite.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't remember ever saying that.
But I can see you. I see it in your eyes. You see?
Like in my eye roll?
Yeah. No.
You sure?
No. When you're nice and looking forward, I see it.
Interesting.
Anyways, he was there. But
I think Zorric like had too much
too much
whiskey today.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should.
I just need to remind this person I need to like bring them back down to like earth.
Oh, okay.
A lot of times. That's my role in life, to bring people down to reality.
Okay. Like they're a balloon floating and you're like the string.
I hope you're laughing while I'm saying this.
Kale.
Who?
Oh, what?
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
Okay, so yeah, so if we would have promoted the champagne, I think a lot of people would have came. Maybe a few more than that showed up. Also, what else, Emma? Maybe because we talked about the whole table situation with what was her name? Michelle, our host.
Charity?
Charity. Yeah, and she was like, next time we can have cocktail tables.
Oh, yeah, for
so
sure.
that everyone's just standing and talking instead of just sitting down. Because I think when you sit down, you're kind of stuck there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we can make it to where people have to stand up rather than just sit down. That's one thing.
Yeah. So this event was good. It was our first event. You know, we're learning. We're thinking about like what we want to do because their 1 year anniversary is coming up soon, right around the time of like one of my favorite holidays in the whole wide world.
We should do a big one. Are we going to do the anniversary on St. Patrick's Day? We can.
Let's decide this off air.
Oh, we're going to decide this right now.
No.
No,
we're not going to decide this
right
now.
I think we should. I vote for St. Patrick's Day is our anniversary day.
You know, that's my people's holidays, right? Like, that's my people's holiday.
Your people, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, that's my holiday.
I think we should talk about this.
Off air. I
Maybe.
agree.
I think everything should happen on air, though.
No. This is not a reality TV
It
show.
is a reality TV show.
It's not.
So yeah, it was a great event. So maybe we'll make sure we have tables that are like cocktail tables.
Yeah, I just want to apologize to everyone for all of my. So I got overwhelmed because I forgot, and so Kale was on the show with Carl, and Kale realized that Zorric had left the soundboard. Unattended, right? Unmanned. And so Kale's like, this is your moment. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're right. And then I grabbed it. And with great power came great responsibility. And I completely like failed at it because I didn't know. Because I didn't know like what each
Emma,
of the.
can you say that one more time? You what again? You failed? You failed at the.
Really?
Did you fail at the soundboard? Did you?
Really?
One more time. Did you fail?
What?
Okay,
it's hard work. And I was like overwhelmed because there's like so many things that you can push, and I'm just like buttons, noises, and then I was like, I don't like what? I don't know what these sounds are. And I think it's also because you download the sounds, you know what sounds they are, and I think that you know like what goes great well. I think I'm gonna like redeem myself because I truly believe and feel and think that if I were given the chance to download my own sounds on my own iPad and then play them, I would also be really good at the soundboard. I think I would excel. I think I might be even, dare I say it, better than you at the soundboard if I was allowed to go through that whole process. And I didn't. So I'm sorry for all the dead silence. I'm sorry for me being like squirmy. It was difficult to concentrate because there was so much stuff going around and people were coming in and I was just like, I don't know like where this is going. Like I don't know what to say. There's a lot of dead silence and I remember Carl just being like, oh, like we have to talk or something.
Emma, you're such a 3. You're trying to justify how you failed at the soundboard. I
mean, because it's the truth. Like I said, I truly believe and feel that if I could like go through the sounds and download them myself and like hear them and know what they're called, and then my brain, my beautiful brain that's a genius brain could be like, yes, let's make this amazing, and I'd be amazing at it.
Okay.
So I don't think I was given yes, I was given the opportunity, and yes, I failed, and I admit that I failed, Zorric. However, I feel like I need to have a redeeming moment.
Okay, we'll talk about this off air.
Oh no, we're talking about this one on air. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah.
This one's on air.
You know, I think the next time you'll be better.
Thank you, I do too.
You think you will be better?
I know I will be better.
So what else went right during the event?
I'm glad that people agreed to talk on
that was cool. Yeah. And just to let everyone know, there was no agenda for the event or the recording. So I think what we talked about, Emma, was just, hey, let's just record, see if anyone wants to come on the show, and we can kind of talk about dating stories and life. And that happened.
Yep.
So I'm glad we pulled it off, and it sounds pretty good. And I'm proud of us.
Yay.
Yeah. Right?
Yep.
And we stayed out till what, 10 o'clock or something, 10:30?
No, I didn't get home till 11 or something. I was like, oh, because I didn't want to be tired at work, and I wasn't tired at work, so I'm happy.
Yeah. So lots of lessons learned. I think if you're an attendee, there was a lot of people talking, which is great. And I hope you were able to meet somebody. If not, we'll have more, especially something in March or during our anniversary. So you'll have plenty of chances. I think we should do games, Emma, next time.
Oh,
because I think we were trying to, but I don't think we were just busy.
Yeah.
You know, with the whole name tag thing, I think we wanted to get people to talk to other people.
Yeah.
And we'll do it next time for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And we'll perfect it somehow. Maybe if we record live, we just record. We don't have an event.
Right.
Because there's just too much going on. Because if you guys heard on the last show, I was popping in and out. I was like in, out, shuffling people in the show, replacing people. So it was a lot.
I also like and don't like at how dependent I am on you on the show.
Well, it's glad to be wanted and needed. But hey, I think you pulled it off though. You know?
Thank you. I don't know if I believe you. That's definitely gonna be an episode where I don't listen to it. I'm not listening to it at all.
Yeah, but I think you did fine, and everyone else that was on the show, Jennifer, Kale, Carl, Christina, James, and Brandon. Which I feel bad because Brandon was only on for like 2 seconds. So I'm like, Brandon, come back on. Well, we can talk about stuff.
For sure.
Yeah. So and we tried to keep it to an hour. And it went to an hour.
Yeah.
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 Because there was just like a lot of talking in circles, I think.
Yeah, there was a lot of talking in circles.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for that episode, everyone. But it is what it is. It's out there. I will embrace it. How do I defend my...
There's no defending her.
Okay.
So I think we had some talk about maybe we should edit the episode or just not release it. You know what? Let's just, release it. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And that's what we did.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So I think that's it. So we've, talked about the event and talked about our lives, basically.
Yeah.
And celebrities.
Yeah.
And
I'm hoping that by the next time we record, my allergies are done.
Yeah, and I think Emma needs to take medication before she gets on the show.
I am taking medication. I already told you what I'm taking. You don't believe me. Do you want me to take like a picture of all the medication that I'm taking at night so that I can sleep comfortably?
I think you should. You should
okay,
take
fine.
it. Yeah.
And I've been like putting vapor rub all over my nose and my chest and my back every night too, so I can breathe.
Ew.
So don't tell me that I'm not taking meds.
Okay.
Vapor rub should fix everything.
Well, I hope you get better by the time we record next.
Me too.
And I think that's it.
Cool.
So, how can they find us?
They can find us on Instagram and Twitter at Date Podcast. You can also email us with question, comments, or concerns at hello@datepodcast.com.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye.